Hello and welcome to today's webinar, What You Should Expect from Your Test Lab. Whether your business operates in the wireless, telecom, IT, medical or aerospace industries, finding a test laboratory that fits your needs and delivers quality results is crucial. Competition amongst testing labs is as high as it's ever been. When you're preparing to take your product to market, you need to sift through the countless test labs and find the one that meets all your expectations. Most testing facilities can talk the talk, but can they walk the walk? All test labs are not created equal, with specialties, scope and experience varying considerably. Finding a lab that has the capabilities to adequately test your product to the necessary regulatory standards, while providing the appropriate product certifications, can be a challenge within itself. But once you find an accredited test lab that meets your product's needs, the standards to which you hold that lab should not vary. Here is what you should expect from your test lab. Many labs rest on their laurels, relying on outdated methodologies. But we live in a rapidly changing world. Ideally, a lab should be on the cutting edge, always looking for a faster method, a more accurate method, a way to provide the consumer with a better experience. A lab should continuously update their processes to keep up with the ever-changing technological landscape. A lab should continuously refine their internal processes to ensure the best results and the best client experience. When selecting a suitable test facility, you are entrusting them to verify all regulatory standards are met for certification review. If their practices are outdated, how can you be sure they'll stay up to date with the ever-changing regulatory requirements? Most test labs have a ready-made assembly line type of process. Check to see if your lab utilizes automation to the benefit of their clients. Consider asking your lab about their automation processes, hardware and software capability to deliver results in real time. Manual entry and delivery slows down the process. With automation, questionnaire answers will trigger appropriate testing and results will be automatically generated after the fact, significantly reducing delays. We live in a world of real-time results. You want the results and you want them now. All portions of the testing process can and should be made available to you in real time, from the estimate to the formal testing and finally the certification, when it's available. It should be in your hands. Live data feeds and cloud-based software make this a reasonable expectation. Any delays in that regard prevent swift, decisive actions on your part, and that is simply unacceptable. A quality testing lab is a partner for your business. They should offer consultation and walk you through the testing process. Knowing what to expect ahead of time will help you preemptively tackle any issues and make necessary adjustments to the product. Additionally, understanding the time frame and schedule will help you complete required tasks in a timely manner, eliminating unnecessary delays. Differing technologies, varying operating modes, and unique product requirements will alter the length of time it takes for a test program to be completed. If a lab has worked to streamline their processes, it will ensure timely completion of testing. Speed to market reigns supreme in a global marketplace. Automation and cloud-based data are tools that your lab should be integrating to eliminate delays during testing, reporting of test results, and completion of the certification process. Time is money, and efficiency is key. Are you making the most of your valuable time and resources spent on regulatory compliance? Communication is a two-way street, but that process breaks down if your lab is not responsive. It should not take a lab days or weeks to respond to a question or supply an estimate. Same-day responses should be the norm rather than the exception. Your lab should be knowledgeable, properly trained, and adequately experienced, ensuring you quick, decisive answers to all of your queries. Lack of communication from your lab can and will slow down the entire process. A slower process means slower speed to market. One minuscule misstep means potential lost customers, and missing marketing deadlines mitigates your competitive advantage. It's crucial that you seek the best return on investment rather than simply seeking the lowest cost. The lowest bidder could in actual fact cost you significantly more in the end. Prices may vary considerably for each test program. This is just the nature of the business. One lab could very well charge 50% more than another. However, your lab of choice should deliver true value for the cost. That value can come in the form of experience, speed, or innovation/technology. But that value needs to justify your expense. The goal ultimately is to produce the best product with minimal delays, hiccups, and reworks necessary. A quality test lab can help you avoid those pitfalls. Mycom Labs believes that testing facilities should be held to a higher standard. After all, your business depends on it. As a global one-stop shop for compliance testing and product certification, Mycom aims to break free from outdated methodologies and deliver state-of-the-art testing and certification management processes to their clients. When you contract with Mycom Labs, it provides clients a unique experience. After logging into the system, the first page will be your customized landing page. This is your gateway for accessing the major areas of interest, i.e. estimates, online questionnaires, live test results, and certification programs for both current and legacy projects. The following systems support the Mycom Labs user experience, some of which we will touch on during the demo. MyTest, automated testing with live data access and current project status information, provides shorter lead times through automated test report generation. MyDFS, dynamic frequency selection, again with automated testing and test report generation. MyEMC, a smart mobile platform delivering test strategies with test program monitoring capability and again automated test report generation. MyCMS, certification management system with an interactive workflow approach. MyCert is a smart documentation repository for the maintenance of ongoing compliance. Now, due to the time constraints, we will not be addressing the MyCMS or MyCert applications within this demo. However, you can sign up to see coverage of these subjects, which can be found under the EMC Live events. Benefits of the MyTest solution. MyTest is a fully automated hardware and software solution that has full test and reporting capability. MyTest was designed to meet the increasing demands placed on the test lab through growing complex standards and technology types. MyTest is a modular system that can easily adapt to meet future ongoing test and certification demands. It caters for international wireless radiators, conducted RF, and includes a full global DFS solution together with EMC management tools. EMC management tools include radiated, AC wireline, and telecom emissions. MyTest caters for a growing number of technologies and is compliant with FCC, ISED, EU, Japanese, Taiwanese, Korean standards. The system was specifically designed to meet European requirements for power measurements, including adaptivity and receiver blocking. Having generated volumes of test data, the flexibility of the MyTest system now becomes apparent. Automation of test reports. Report generation is where the true power of the MyTest system is unleashed. During the report generation phase, there are many post-processing functions that can be applied to the measured data and formats, including improvement in report readability, making it intuitive. Test report creation is one of the major saving benefits of the MyTest system, thus reducing time to market for clients. As a result of increased number of tests, along with increasing test complexity, coupled with the introduction of MIMO technologies, report sizes continue to grow, and a complete report can now easily grow to much larger than the 6 MB FCC restriction. This is where MyTest steps up in flexibility. It has the capability to select full report generation or to produce sub-reports for each test type, i.e. conducted, DFS, radiated, AC wireline, or telecom. Use of the MyTest system eliminates data or transposition errors that generally appear as a result of manually logging results through manual test methodologies. Test strategy generation. Completing an online questionnaire and through the use of Mycom's developed standards library in the cloud, customized test strategies are generated for each program. From a testing perspective, providing consistent, repeatable test programs each and every time. These test strategies are executed one line at a time and results uploaded into the cloud. With the results available in the cloud, this opens up many additional benefits. Clients can log into their account to view results, and depending on granted permission status, they could witness the arrival of live test data. Clients now have the ability to create their own on-the-fly reports. These can be shared with dispersed design teams, or alternatively, MyTest grants company admins the ability to control personnel access. They can add, delete personnel, or even change their permissions. We will now demonstrate the power of the MyTest system. Here we have the client landing page. The complete tracker list is visible. Trackers are MyCom Labs terminology for client jobs. For this page, and with the correct user permissions, the user has access to all areas of interest. All tracker information can be accessed via this page: estimates, questionnaires, testing, certification, including project status. On the left-hand side of the screen are the different trackers. The color-coded legend along the top indicates whether any action is required by the applicant. On the top menu, Users and Permissions. This allows admins to manage users and assign their permissions. On the upper right-hand side, you have the Modules drop-down, providing access to several additional areas of the system. Drilling down into the tracker gives the user complete visibility and status of their project. Let's take each section individually. MyCom Labs estimate generation has been automated, making it easier to generate, thus helping minimize time in getting the estimate into clients' hands. For estimates, the system shows when it was last updated, along with estimate status, whether approved, declined, or pending. For full traceability purposes, each estimate revision is logged with its date and available to view or download. The system has implemented online questionnaires, which is an important aspect of system functionality. Clients review and complete the empty fields with their product details. Completing the questionnaire is important, as these fields will not only be used in the creation of the MyTest, MyDFS or MyEMC test strategies, but will flow into the test report. Like estimates, the questionnaire identifies when it was last updated, along with its status. Is it with client or client confirmed? Once the questionnaire is complete, the client is asked to confirm its contents, and in doing so locks out the user from making additional changes. The testing section allows access to live data from all our systems. MyTest and MyDFS are a combination of hardware and software applications. These integrated systems are a key component in helping reduce time to market. Within this section, users have a visual indication of test progress via the percentage complete. The next column, Action, is perhaps the most interesting for compliance engineers. This is where all the action happens. Users can view test data and download on-the-fly reports. Spotting technical issues before reaching the final test report stage can be a real time saver for time-to-market sensitive products. For traceability purposes, the system logs equipment serial numbers, firmware, and software revisions for every test performed. I'm sure you'll agree this is extremely useful information and can be recalled at any time. Drilling down into the live data updates identifies the complete test program. In this case, it's conducted, radiated, and DFS test data. Conducted data. On the left-hand side, the information is split into frequency bands and operational modes. If we select 5470 to 5725, Aero 2.11a, it shows the data associated with each test headings. Clicking on Peak Transmit Power presents a completed test matrix showing not only the power measurements, but calculated total power and margin. Note the engineer has logged the compliant EUT power setting. Also note that the antenna gain reported within the questionnaire flows into the power matrix. As the output power for this band could be modified by the 26 dB bandwidth, we have included this in the limit calculation. By clicking on the power spectral density, we start to see the real power of the MyTest system. Separation of numerical data from its graphical image. Click on the numerical data presents a graphical representation, and we can also jump back to the matrix. Final test reports now group all graphical images into an appendix, increasing test report readability. Ports A, B, C, D have been measured and compared against their limit, but the system also calculates a summation plot by adding analyzer data points from ports A, B, C, D and compares to the final limit, taking into account the duty cycle correction factor. Note, in this case port A actually breaks the limit line. However, due to the summation, the overall spectrum meets the final limit and the unit is compliant. One additional benefit of the MyTest system is by clicking on a PDF icon, clients can create their own report for any position within the test program, an individual test, an operational mode, a frequency band, or the entire program. Clicking the Radiated tab presents radiated results for individual program antennas. Again, we find on the left-hand side the information is split into frequency bands and operational modes, only this time grouped by antennas. Clicking on the lower band edge shows the data matrix, and again clicking the numeric delivers a band edge plot. Selecting TX Spurious, we can again see the numeric and graphical images. Radiated Results also has the PDF generation capability. DFS. Results for DFS testing is no different. However, we will show how MyTest characterizes each individual radar injection. Selecting FCC Type 5 shows the results for each injection at a particular frequency. Results aggregate at the bottom of the page gives overall pass-fail statistics. If we click on a single injection, the complete Type 5 signature is available, broken down into the individual bins with timing information included. Test report creation. This automated report has conducted, radiated, and DFS test results included, and further demonstrates the flexibility and power of the MyTest post-processing report generation tool. On the left-hand side of the PDF, each section of the report is highlighted. Section Appendix A, Graphical Images, as mentioned, hosts the graphical images, thus separating numerical data from its graphical representation. This makes the report more readable. Data post-processing. Moving to DFS and probability of detection, a statistical performance check summary table has been created for each relevant operating mode, and again you can drill down to see the final data. Also, the Type 5 complete signature is now available in the report. Utilizing the power of post-processing for radiated data, a summary page is compiled for each antenna showing measured data for radiated band edge for each mode, including the power setting. If you would like to download a copy of the automated test report, please visit our website at www.mycomlabs.com and click for Compliance Testing. We hope you enjoyed this webinar and have taken something from the presentation. Any test and certification program can be extremely arduous, but the key must be to select the right partner, one that has the right tools to get the job done efficiently. Thank you for listening, and if further information is required on MyCom Labs' range of services, or if a demonstration of our automation process is of interest, then please get in touch. Look us up on www.mycomlabs.com or contact us at 925 462 0304. Thank you.